Hi everybody, welcome to my April bullet journal plan with me. So for this month I decided to go with a kite theme because April is like the National Kite Month or World Kite Month. I'm not sure which one it is, but one of those. And secondly, kites are so easy to draw, so you really can't go wrong picking a simple theme like this. So for the cover page, I'm just drawing a bunch of different colored kites. I picked 4 different colors: yellow, purple, this pastel-y blue, and then I also go in with this pastel-y sort of salmon-y colored pink, which I think all of these together were really great April, Easter, early spring colors I thought would look nice. Now I'm going in with my Sigma Micron pens and adding some more detail to each of the kites. When you do the base color first, you completely avoid any risk of your pen bleeding when you end up going over with the marker after the fact. So this is a good way to avoid that. And I kind of like the casual effect of going over with the liner after and some of the colors sort of outside of the line. I think it looks really casual and I like how it looks. So each kite tail gets its own little details as well, some with little bows, some with extra strings, and the kites that are a little bit farther away, I decided not to add detail to give that sort of effect that they're in the distance as well. And then I'm using my soft calligraphy pen to draw in the April title here. And on the end of the title, I wanted to give it its own little kite tail, so I added some bows to the end of the L string there. And voila, that's the cover page. Alright, now on to the monthly spread. I wanted my monthly spread this month to feel more open and airy, like we're in the sky with these kites. So I'm just using the colors from the kites on the previous page to create the first horizontal layout of the month. Just using them in alternating colors here to do my each week. I really like the sounds that I recorded for this plan with me, so I hope you guys like them too. I don't know, I used a different mic and I think they turned out pretty good. So I decided to go with yellow again at the top instead of introducing a new color. I wanted to keep it, I guess, simpler with just the 4 colors instead of complicating it with 5, 6, 7 different colors in the same spread. So then to sort of draw the kite theme into it, I drew a kite onto each week. And I should have done the kite colors first inside of the kite instead of later, but since I waited long enough for the pens to dry, I felt like it really didn't end up bleeding. So if you end up forgetting to add the color until later, you can just wait a little bit and the pens will dry enough to add the color. And then finishing off the last week. I was actually struggling to come up with a good idea for the monthly spread, and this sort of worked together. I tried several different options, and I thought this one tied the theme together in the best way. And like I said, I waited long enough so that the pens weren't really affected by going over the liner, because I know that Micron is very, very pigmented, and if you swipe across it too quickly, you'll smear it, and that is the absolute worst feeling when you're bullet journaling and you want it to look perfect, but you just have to accept that you're gonna make mistakes. And I think part of the fun is figuring out how to hide your mistakes or work through them. So just adding each day to the month. This month has 30 days. And then I'm doing the same sort of thing as the cover page title, outlining it first in yellow, except this time I did add a kite at the end of the word instead of the kite tail. And I think both of them look nice. I'm not sure which one I like the most, though if I had to pick, I would say I think I like the kite tail better than just the regular kite at the end there. And I decided to go against my normal thing and not do any vertical lines for my calendar. So I'll see how I feel about it at the end of the month. Alright, now we're moving on to my 2 tracking pages, and this one is my plant tracker. And I have really found this tracking page to be so helpful. It's really hard for me to remember when I may have watered something, especially because I have a lot of plants that have different watering requirements. Some need to be watered almost daily, and some can be watered weekly. Some need to have a tray of water underneath them that I have to check periodically to make sure it's full. So this page has been the absolute best for me. And I really only have 6 sets of plants to track. I have a juniper bonsai, which needs to be watered pretty often. I have my orchids. I have some carnivorous plants like my nepenthes, my Venus flytrap, sundews, and butterworts. And then I also have 2 of your just standard houseplants, an anthurium and a croton, and those are super forgiving to me, but now they're a lot happier because they get watered pretty frequently. So I'm adding these kites as details up in the sky of my tracker and giving them these long tails to integrate them into the bottom of the page. And then I'm using the same calligraphy pen to title my plant tracking page. Now on this right page, I'm doing my workout tracker, and I'm doing it a little bit similar to the monthly spread, adding these kites at the top, and then we'll use my liner to draw the lines down. I've definitely been preferring to do my workout tracker in a monthly view like this as opposed to the weekly view, which I was doing last year. I think it's a lot nicer to see your workout in like a monthly form, to see how you're doing and to compare each week. So this was a very simple monthly spread, but I think it looks really cute how it came together by doing it this way with the kites creating each line going down, and then using the same calligraphy pen to just write workout in the top right-ish corner here. Also also the suggestion I received to make the days that I work out bigger than the other days was perfect for space issues. I do like to keep some space, like I said, for whatever I might do, activities I might do on the other days. So now just going on to the weekly spread, I went with kind of a different layout than I've ever done before, creating these sort of pies throughout the pages. I sort of had the vision that it would make a really big kite in the center, and these bottom and top pieces are like the sky. So you have to let me know what you think of this. I think it is pretty easy and it came out good enough. So I want to just say that I really loved my gratitude tracker from last month, but I didn't really have a good idea for a second spread page next to it, so I decided to take a break from it this month. Maybe I'll pick it up again in May. Haven't decided yet, but if I come up with another page idea to go alongside it, then I'll definitely do it again, because I found it really fun to think of something new each day to be grateful for, basically. Alright, and now we're going back to this spread here. I hope you can sort of see the kite forming in the center there. After this whole recording was done, I was so happy with how all of these colors really complemented each other and really ended up looking so beautiful when paired together. Just to add a little bit more detail, I took my largest micron pen and put a line in between each day separation, each color line there. It's not super noticeable, but I think it adds a real contrast in between there. A little bit more separation between the days. And then each day number I anchored into the right angle of each pie slice, or I don't know what you call that, each triangle. And then I went in with my calligraphy pen just to bold in each date and the to-do on the bottom there. So even if this didn't turn out looking like a kite, I still think it turned out pretty nice. So here's my flip through, and thank you guys for joining me for another month, and I'll see you in the next month's video.